This used to be Lightning McQueen. Now this is a Mad Max machine. This week I will be building and painting him up for a game called Gaslands. Gaslands is a post-apocalyptic wasteland where cars battle it out for resources. And from what I've seen so far, most people are using Hot Wheels, which is awesome. But I got the crazy idea that instead of Hot Wheels, I would grab a car from Cars. So let's get into it.
So we started out with what I'm calling pristine McQueen. So I got this from Amazon. There's no nicks or dents on it, so we're gonna have to fix that. So first thing I did was start drilling out these little thin rivets. All of these style cars, the die-cast cars, have these little rivets that kind of hold everything together. But once you drill through it, everything comes apart super easy. As I was taking him apart, I got a good chance to kind of see what pieces I think I was going to keep and what I would get rid of. Immediately, I knew the tires just weren't going to be a good fit for kind of the style of, a Mad Max kind of killer car. So I decided to kind of take all the pieces out first and then hopefully be able to try a few options. I picked up some cars from the Dollar Tree, actually, a couple of Hot Wheels, and a couple of toys and bits and bobs I found in the Dollar Tree as well, which was awesome. And immediately just started drilling into the Hot Wheels with no real plan from what I was going to take from where. I just wanted to get all of the options kind of laid out. Most of the Hot Wheels came apart pretty easy. This cupcake car, for whatever reason, did not want to cooperate, but eventually I got it all. Then, once I had kind of all the tire options out, I took a look and immediately wanted to try these kind of off-road, almost like mudding style tires. And once I got it onto the body, it started to look pretty cool. I was like, okay, there's something here. There's an idea going. From there, I kind of experimented with some of the other engine parts, and I found that an engine block actually fits right into McQueen's back window, which I ended up really digging the look of. From there, it was a lot of just getting different bits and kind of trying them in different spots. A lot of it didn't work. It didn't look good. So eventually I gave up and I decided to just glue the engine block in because that was the only thing that I actually liked so far, and maybe I could design the build around that. Once that was done, I did find this kind of plastic barrel from the bits of toys I had picked up. So I thought it would look interesting kind of against the engine block and gave it this kind of look of like extra fuel or like a exterior gas tank. I don't know, just gave it more texture. From there, I wanted to give him a front grille, but the one I had was just way too big, so I decided to try and cut it in half and see if maybe that would work. And just like that, I liked it. He was looking pretty cool already. When the, actual grill decided to cooperate, however, is a different story. Now the only thing left to do was to give some details to the window. I found this netting from aquarium, like the aquarium store, and I thought it would make really good, essentially kind of look like a metal fence. So I used a coffee stirrer and some glue to kind of stick it in there and kind of press it against the window. From there, I decided it was time to pick a gun. I tried this one with actual shooting pieces, but it was too big. Then I tried some bits from my night box that I had extras of, but it was also too big. And then I got a great idea to just break it. And just like that, I had my gun. I noticed that the barrel of this gun kind of slides right into where the engine block was, and almost kind of made it look like the fuel was shooting through the engine or something, just kind of giving it this almost flamethrower like kind of aesthetic. And just like that, he was pretty much ready to paint.
If you're new here, I'm Mini Moore. I make videos about tabletop wargaming, turning random IPs into miniature war games, and also doing fun and crazy conversions just like this. If any of that stuff sounds fun or like something you want to check out, please like and subscribe. We actually hit 100 subscribers last week, so I really appreciate it. Thank you.
So immediately I got to work on covering up any of the decals in areas I wanted to keep. So I thought the sides with the 95 on them would look great, and then I also wanted to preserve the eyes. That way you could tell this isn't just a race car, this is Lightning McQueen. From there I got out the airbrush and I started laying down some primer coats with my Vallejo black primer. Once that was done, I got to working on the undercarriage and giving that a good spray, and then I waited for everything to dry. I love the magic of primer once you kitbash something, because this just looks like one piece. It's great. So from there, I started dry brushing on kind of a gray paint just so we could bring our details back. I'm not being too careful because I want to keep as much kind of texture and grit as I can to kind of lend to the Wasteland kind of trashed car aesthetic we're going for. And just like that, our dry brushing is completed. So I check it one more time with the wheels just to see if I'm liking the build. And you almost can't tell that it's used to be Lightning McQueen. So now I got my Nuclear Sunrise Army Painter speed paint and a brush, and I immediately just started laying down layers. I picked this color because it's kind of a almost like a burnt orange that would look like a faded red. At least I was hoping it would once I got all of the layers on. And kind of going over all of the sides of the car, trying to get everything as even as I can, but luckily with a kind of a theme like this, you really don't have to be too careful. If you miss a few spots, you just say he got battle scars or dents, and you're able to just keep pushing. Then once all of the painting of the body was done, I went back in and with my kind of silver bronze sword color, and I started dry brushing on our metallics. Once all that was finished, I decided to take the painter's tape off and see if we can to do a few things to the decals. And even just taking the paint off, it was looking really cool. From there, I added some darker red color to just kind of sit on top of the decal to help us with kind of creating that faded kind of washed look. Then I came in with the AK Rust Wash over all of the metal details, using it both as kind of rust and mud, kind of getting it into all of the cracks of the metal, and even going in and touching up the decals with it to help us fade it out a little bit more. I also got it into the tires because on the wheels it kind of looks like mud and grime had kind of worked its way into all the sides of the wheels. The only thing left to do is to take the final painter's tape off, and we can see the eyes. From there, I decided to go in with the rust wash around the face and try not to hit the eyes as much as possible. And pretty much just like that, we were off to the races. The car was looking pretty good.